Ayo. So look, our awesome graphics team made this Ember Youth. Isn't that cool? Follow at Ember Youth. Subscribe via the YouTubes. Look at that. Our awesome graphics team, all one of him, made that. Thank you last week for an awesome edition of Ember Youth special edition with Maggie from Galilee and Clay from Boulder, as well as Insu from Denver Chinese Church. We had the most views last week. We have 40 some odd views. We know it's not about the views we get, but if we had, I don't know, like 1,000 more views, I would have made like maybe 8 cents off of that. So thank you for helping me reach my goal. But in all seriousness, it was an awesome night where we got to have fun and we got to chat and hang out with other churches. So thanks for just making it a special night. So today we are back to the basics of First John. Today is talking about do not love the world. I don't know about you, but this is a phrase I hear a lot when I was growing up. You know, people said, "Be in the world, but not of the world," and in some ways, it's kind of cliche, as a lot of sayings are. But this is kind of basically what it's talking about today. In the world, but not of the world. What the heck does that even mean? Well, let's read it. First John chapter 2, verse 15. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him or her. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. And the world is passing away along with its desires. But whoever does the will of God abides forever. Now, we read this at first glance and think, does that mean I cannot love my mom and dad? Does that mean I can't love my K-pop band? Does that mean I can't love my phone or McDonald's or boba tea? Like, does that mean I can't love anything in this world? My hobbies, my talents, my skills? Now, I don't think that's necessarily what it's saying, but it is interesting what this is kind of contrasting. It mentions three things here, right? The desires of the flesh, right? This stuff. The desires of the eyes. Look at how big my eyes are. And pride of life. So, here are a few examples that I've found. Desires of the flesh. Um, when that In and Out, I think in the Colorado Springs, and I think there's one here in Aurora too. When it first came out, um, every part of me remembered back to when I was in Dallas, and I would have late night In and Out and those fries and burgers and shakes, so delicious. That kind of is like gluttony, right? And there are people that are willing to wait like 4 days or a few hours just to have a simple hamburger. I think that's kind of desires of the flesh. It's like whether it's gluttony or lust or selfishness, it's like you can't kind of control it. It's like a carnal craving. I had that when In and Out first came out. I didn't go and wait, a few hours in line or anything, but that probably was a desire of my flesh to basically waste all my time to just be singly focused on one thing, just so my tummy could be full. Um, I think other things like the desires of the eyes. This could be a lot of different things, but when you look at Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook and you see somebody that might be better than you, like physically, right? And, there's beautiful um, Instagram people, like, and you get jealous. Or for me, a lot of it is envying other youth pastors, if they look cooler or if they're better at speaking or maybe they have a huge youth group with a cool music. Like, I get jealous. And I think that's another desire of our eyes, just selfish things, not godly things. And then maybe example of pride of life is we are so prideful in every aspect. When I go to the gym, this is kind of pathetic, but I look at some of the people in the gym and I'm like, you know what? I bet I could probably bench press more than that dude, or but I'm probably more strong than that guy. Like, it's so stupid, right? Like, what matters? Like, who cares? But I do that a lot, right? And I'm sure you guys do that with other things too, whether it's schoolwork or maybe looks or followers or friends or how good you play an instrument or what your SAT score was, like so many things, right? Notice, it is not from the Father, but it's from the world. All these desires, it's all self-seeking. It's all just to make yourself look better, feel better. It's just for me and my ego. And so the big point here is the temporary versus the permanent. It says this world, all of those things, in and out, Instagram, having a better body, having the coolest shoes, having the best GPA, those are all temporary things. That's not going to last. But whoever does the will of God abides forever, meaning God lasts forever. He has a plan, and we have a plan with him. And so, do we want to waste our time just spending all our focus on these little things, the pride of life, our fleshly desires, the desires of our eyes, and just chasing after that? Or do we want to actually love the one that matters, that lasts forever, and is not just a temporary solution, but a permanent relationship? So I hope you guys can ask that today too. Ask yourself, hey, what are the things of the world that I might love a little bit too much? What are the things in this life that I'm holding on to so desperately, whether that's fame or success or approval or just this idea of controlling my life to be comfortable? What is it? What is it that I love more? Maybe it's a video game, maybe it's a Netflix show, whatever, right? Maybe it's a relationship. What is it that I'm holding on to too closely and know that it's just a temporary solution, but God is permanent? So ask yourself that. I need to ask myself that too. Very convicting. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Gonna enjoy my little protein shake. Hopefully you guys can find this helpful and have a great rest of your week. Make sure to tell your friend, Ember Youth.